let's talk a little bit about our next event. Just let people know what's coming. Marnie, can you talk a little bit about Kids Write and tell us where these poems came from?
Absolutely. So the next segment is very special, very near and dear to my heart. Really, I'm passionate about empowering young writers. And this year, the theme for Kids Write was freedom. And we read some of the winning entries and saw just how much the kids really went there. And Jen Lafler, do a little shout out to her. She organized the whole thing. And she said she was just so impressed and humbled and awed when she read the entries. And so to know that we're helping to give them a bit of a voice, we really want to grow the Kids Write program, hopefully to do some programming throughout the year as well. And so on the 25th, Jen Lafler, who is our Kids Write programmer, is going to be announcing the new theme. So if you have kids ages 6 to 18 that want to participate, stay tuned for what that theme is going to be. We also, besides having some Kids Write winners, we have some amazing youth talent that have come to our attention, and we were happy to highlight them as well. So stick around for the next segment.
And while we're thanking people, there's sort of almost like a little separate team of people involved with Kids Write. Jen Lafler helped organize it. Lyla Slotka was critical to helping us get the word out. And also Nancy Johnson, who did a phenomenal job getting the word out to high schools. And because the Kids Write contest, Marnie, I think it starts at age...
I believe it's like 6 or 7. It goes to 18, but you're so right to bring that up, because it turns out it takes a village to contact a teenager in the summer. So tracking them down and encouraging them to read.
And that's actually what I'm doing right now on my phone. If you see me looking down, we're trying to track down one of our readers right now. So I apologize for not looking up at the screen, but I'm just going to look for
it. Worth it though. We tracked many of them down, and yeah, that's one of the things I love about this organization is how many people are behind the scenes, doing selfless things every day, and I'm humbled and blessed to be in your company. Today I got chills in the screenwriting panel just listening to all the amazing talent, and I just thought back on this day, and I can't wait to see what this is going to grow into, because I feel like we're at the beginning of something, and I'm so curious to see what it grows into, and hope you all join us on the journey.
I'm just quickly...
Did you track them down?
I'm entering in a phone number so we can track somebody down.
And then we're going to switch over. It's going to be time to welcome.
Time to switch over.
It's our last event of the day.
I know.
How do you feel, Anastasia? How do you feel about it?
You know, I'm both energized and tired at this same
Yeah.
It's a long time to be on a Zoom call. We got on around 9:45 this morning. And other than a mini break for lunch, we've been pretty much on the call all day. And I feel for people who are working from home on Zoom for many hours a day. It seems like it wouldn't be stressful or tiring, but I'm also energized because the enthusiasm and the personalities that we met today and the tips. I've got pages of notes, and I'm feeling an urge to get back to writing myself, which is, I think, a great end result. So,
and you're a writing teacher, and I have to tell you, Anastasia is one of the best writers out there. That makes me so incredibly happy to hear. I got that same feeling too, like just an urge to want to get something down. And I hope that that's what people are getting out there as well.
I think it's, it's a message that we were hearing from a few people on a few different panels, the difficulty of feeling a bit stuck right now.
Mm-hmm.
And John's interactive workshop was great for that, but there was also really good tips from some of the other panelists, the page turning panel, the mystery panel, even the screenwriting panel. I mean, just those message of passion and perseverance and patience, and all of those are messages that all of us can take on board.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I'm going to quickly switch over to the new event mode to say hello to everyone and welcome those of you that are joining us for this final event of our second Summer Festival Day, brought to you by the San Diego Writers Festival with our partners at the Coronado Public Library, Warwick's La Jolla, and the San Diego Memoir Writers Association. This session is sponsored by Tommy Anderson. Tommy has been a storyteller his whole life. His first novel, Haboob Wind, made it to the #1 Amazon bestseller list over the Independence Day weekend, which was especially noteworthy for him due to his career in the military and in fire protection. Tommy has also become an accomplished screenwriter, and he's working currently on the screenplay for Haboob Wind.
Thank you so much, Tommy, for supporting and helping to make this really, really special last hour possible. So this is our first ever teen poet / spoken word hour. Georgine, hello. Oh gosh, it's lovely to see you guys. So we have a special focus on social justice. So we were saying that this year the theme for Kids Write was freedom. And we'd also really like to give a big shout out to the Union Tribune Festival of Books. They have helped us to launch our 2 contests. And before, when we could all gather, they gave us a booth that was lovely. And they're also going to be publishing some of the winners. So Festival of Books, Union Tribune, thank you so much. And if you are a parent of a kid, I think it's 6 to 18, although I could be wrong, go to our website and click on Kids Write. Our new competition is going to happen soon. So without further ado, I'm so excited to see all of our teen and youth poets.
Yes,
welcome.
Trying to get.
Sorry, I got lost there for a second. I just wanted to say welcome to our young voices as part of today's festival. And we want to acknowledge that you are the future of the San Diego writing community, and we are just all overjoyed to have you here. So thank you for making time to do this for us today.
Welcome, all of you. So we're going to start right in. Our first teen poet is a spoken word artist, Jordanae Brown. Jordanae is a 17-year-old artist who uses her words to birth beauty and inspire change where pain once was. Jordanae is the winner of the 2020 August Wilson Monologue Competition. Her piece is entitled, You've Been Warned. Take it away, Jordanae.
I'm angry. I am ticked off to the fullest extent. And for once in your life, I want you to listen to me and hear what I've got to say. Because why? But when did you, look, I've got a lot to say, yet I don't even know how to say it. Me, the poet, the one who takes pain and turns it into something beautiful. But this is deeper than anger. This is my tongue being caught when it is time to speak out. Because tell me, how do I explain to you who refuse to get it that murdering brown and black people is not okay? And how do I express to you that I am tired of hearing black men beg to breathe without screaming at you? Because see, if I scream, you'll call me the angry black woman. Tune me out. And if I defend a black man, the same kind that will eventually be produced for me, you will use black on black crime as justification. If we peacefully protest, you ignore our cries. And if we raise hell, you say, this is why we are killed. But I'm sorry, maybe, just maybe, I'm not trying to understand your point of view. So I need you to explain it to me. Tell me, how does it feel to know that your son may be next? Or maybe his best friend, and then you as mommy is left trying to comfort your now broken son. Or tell me, how does it feel to know you can't even jog without being in fear? Or you can't be a kid just trying to go home to mommy, just trying to go home to daddy without someone being so afraid of the color of your skin that they murder you and get away with it? Oh, you don't know. Because it's our reality, not yours, but that doesn't mean you can't be a part of the change. You want us to let the system do its job, but when the system wasn't built on saving those that look like you, tell me, how do you trust it? I am fed up. And for a lot of you, this may be an opportunity for you to be seen. But for some of us, it is scary because I hold my breath whenever I see a cop car, trying not to catch their attention while also not being able to keep my eyes off of them until they pass, breathe. I am tired of fighting against people who won't listen. But tired won't stop me. But tired won't stop us. Understand, for every brown and black man that you kill, 1,000 more just went off to college. We will not be silent, and you cannot force us to be. See, we're not just gonna destroy your police cars and ransack your police stations. We are going to get educated. We're going to learn our rights, and we're going to never be silent. We're going to raise young men and women through Christ who will change the game. And you have been playing this game very dirty. But please never forget that there is a God named Jehovah, and he sees all. See, a lot of us have been fighting, trying to find some kind of reason to keep going on, looking into the mirror, looking for some kind of justification on why my skin is still beautiful despite everything that is going on in this world. I was once told that one of the most dangerous things in the world was Black men and women who were united and fed up. And united we are, and fed up we is. So I suggest you be careful. You've been warned. Thank you.
Jordanae, that was beautiful. I've heard some of your poetry before, crying now. And thank you for sharing your gift with us. And also Jordanae is going to be, has agreed to be on our teen advisory board to help us with programming coming up in the future. So welcome aboard, and thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next poet, CGB, is actually, we just got a text that she's at the doctor with her son. So we're going to move on to the next person, and if she is able to join us, we will move her back into the lineup as soon as she comes back. So
moving on to Anna Holden.
I'm going to turn it back over to you. Yeah.
So our next teen poet is Anna Holden. Sorry, I'm leaking. I got to get myself together. Anna Holden is a junior at Grossmont Middle College High School. She lives in San Diego, but loves to travel all around the world. When not working on school or visiting exciting places, she's reading ancient literature or writing novels, poems, and short stories. Anna is a Kids Write High School Poetry Honorable Mention, and the title of her piece is Upon the Desk. Take it away, Anna.
Thank you. The minute you get up on the desk and turn to face the class, you feel it. Freedom. The teacher is behind you, somewhat incredulous, and the class ahead of you is laughing, some full-bellied, while others are simply giggling. But it doesn't seem to matter. You feel it. There's something under you, holding you up, holding you down, keeping you grounded, and elevating you beyond the simple ground. The world looks different from up here. There's a down there now, one that wasn't there seconds ago. You're on the ground a second ago, grounded, feet firmly on the floor until you brought yourself up, lifting yourself above where you would normally stand, to finally see what the fluorescents flickering above see, what the eyes on the pictures on the walls see. You see a classroom full of children just like you, but all smiling in one way or another, being secretive or forthright about their mirth. You too are smiling, feeling that smile on your face in a rare way, because you are not laughing at something. No one has said a joke, and nothing before you is particularly funny. You are not like the other children. You are not amused. You just feel free. Yes, your smile comes from the feeling within you, the simple glory of seeing a world you've seen for countless hours in a new light, from a new angle. The people below are smaller now, the world itself larger as you see more and more of it. The classroom is small, and there are no windows, but everything in the little world you stand in feels bigger. Even the people below you, some still snickering, seem so much smaller than seconds ago. You stand above them now, in a way you don't think any of them ever had, in a way you wonder how many others out there in other classrooms, in other worlds, have stood. How many of them have felt ungrounded like you, free like you. The smile on your face is one of contentment, knowing that you are experiencing something so strange that no one else in the room has ever before you. It is new, and yet the idea was not yours. Boys have stood there before you, filmed by cameras as they praise Whitman and Williams, calling out lines on a script and reciting the scene that moves the audience to tears. These boys, these actors, have done this before you. But here you are, eyes smiling into you are finally obstructed, copying something you saw on a screen, but truly feeling the realism of it. In a movie, there'd be heroic music playing, but all you hear is snickers and your own heartbeat. In a movie, you'd be facing cameras and putting on a scene for the world to bawl at. Here, all you see is the faces of those below you, those you know, but suddenly see in a whole other light, from above. And they're smiling at you as you smile back at them, and they think you crazy for climbing up on the teacher's desk. But as you smile back at them, you don't care what they think, because you feel just as crazy as they believe you, and it feels incredible. Here within this classroom, within these confining walls, you have found comfort and uniqueness and freedom within your heart, even as your body is still tethered to the desk you stand on. After moments that have lasted a lifetime, you jump down, once again to the amusement of your classmates, and you glance behind you for a split second before heading back to your own chair. And you see a simple wooden desk, your teacher still looking very amused behind it. And you wonder for a moment how that simple thing made you feel so free. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Anna.
Our next poet is Sean Kim. Sean Kim is a rising senior at the Bishop's School. In his free time, he loves cooking his favorite meals or snacks, such as manicotti, lobster rolls, and brown butter cookies. Oh my gosh, you're making me hungry. And he enjoys writing to start discussions about prevalent topics in our world. His piece is called To Our Posterity.
Why do we write eulogies when we lack unity? Why do we hold up our arms when our friends are harmed? Why do we build walls when they can't hear our calls, echoing in the silence of the people of people taken and people turning away? And in the dead of night, they raised a gun, the children can't run. Our friends brought to their knees, not fallen leaves, but people. Why is there no justice in social justice? Why is there no equality in social equality? Why do the courts, when we exhort, take so much time when time was taken away, a price they didn't have to pay? Our static bodies and stale voices won't change static laws and stale choices, but our time to confront crime will move this nation, which, in its creation, promised a more perfect union, the establishment of justice, the ensurement of domestic tranquility, the provision for the common defense, the promotion of the general welfare, and the securings of the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm incredibly inspired by each and every one of you, and I hope you continue. I hope you submit again next year, and I just can't wait to see where you guys go. Our next teen poet is Lyla Slotka. Lyla is starting the 8th grade at the child's primary school. She loves reading, hanging out with her friends, and playing soccer. She also loves all forms of art and is passionate about creating comics for social change. The name of her piece is Modern.
Hi. In our age of technology, most have never seen a black and white film. They've never squinted at grayscale screens, never struggled to recognize a character. Instead, we've enjoyed Technicolor life, but some black and white vision isn't solved by innovation. All lives don't matter until black lives do.
Thank you so much. And our next poet.
Sorry, that's me. Our next poet is, the name of the author is Amasi, but the poem will be read by Fabiola. So I'm going to first read you the bio for the poet. Amasi is from Sudan. Her family moved to San Diego because there was violence in her country. She feels safe in San Diego. Her favorite things to do are play basketball, shop, and spend time with family. Our reader is Fabiola. Fabiola was born in Burundi. When she was very young, her family moved to a village in Tanzania to escape the violence of her home country. She and her family moved to San Diego in 2015, where she loves to listen to music and learn new dances. When she's bored, she likes to draw. While Fabiola was too young to remember the violence in Burundi, the poem resonates with her. She represents San Diego refugee tutoring and is thankful for this opportunity to read Amasi's poem. The name of the poem is Freedom is a Memory.
Sudani is as dry as a biscuit. Sandy roads wave in and out of houses and stores. Goats eat the green grass and run from me. My red chicken tries to bite me whenever I feed her seeds. Cars drive without stoplights or speed limits. The supermarket is across from the track that leads to nowhere. I feel my freedom as a child in my village. Water for the village sits in the mud container. Children are free to scoop the water on a hot day. The dirt from a soccer game in the field fills my eyes. We stop at the store on school days to get snacks. Freedom is having the choice to choose another country. City Heights is everything that Sudan was not. Streetlights change colors and drivers stop when I cross. The street smells like pee where people sleep on the sidewalks. The heat rises from the black asphalt road. I feel trapped in this country that is not mine. But here I don't see knives cutting and killing before my eyes, like in the country that I came from and still love. I know what I can be safer here, that my family can be safer here. Freedom is a new start. I don't have to worry about going outside. I don't have to pay for my education. I don't have to worry about violence outside my door. I can swim in a pool. I can be a part of the art academy. I can play basketball. I can choose to be whatever I want. I found freedom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really touching. And thanks for bringing that to life for us and reading it for Amasi. That was lovely. Our next poet is Fiona Slotka. Fiona is going into the 6th grade at the child's primary school. She enjoys surfing, playing soccer, and water polo. She also loves to read and write cool poetry. The title of Fiona's piece is If I Were Black.
If I were black. If I were black, how would my life change? If I were black, how would I see the world differently? If I were black, would I have to be more aware? If I were black, would I be able to go for a run without being paranoid about the world around me? Ahmaud Arbery was going on a run when he was attacked and killed by 2 white men. If I were black, would I be able to make the same amount of money as the average white person, or does the average white person make a better living than the average black person? These are questions we can all answer without hesitation. We need to use our white privilege to get rid of white privilege. All Black Lives Matter.
Beautiful. I believe we have.
Now, yes, I'm going to introduce CGB. CGB was born in a refugee camp in Thailand. Her family is originally from Burma. She came to the United States in 2012, quickly learned English, and is an incredibly hardworking student. She became a mom in 2018 and balances her responsibilities as a mom and a student with pride. She graduated this June and will attend San Diego City College in the fall. The name of her piece is, she's also a Kids Write High School Poetry finalist. Sorry, I don't want to forget that. And the name of her piece is Freedom Is.
Freedom is making my own choice and facting the Constitution, living the life I'm building for myself and my son, raising another human being because I love him. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Perseveration through obstacles that I face daily, having the opportunity to continue my education, being able to have counselors who give me guidance, spending time with my loved ones, like my son and my friends, obtaining the resources that help me and my son, like Planned Parenthood or IRC, living in City High where there is diversity, being teen mom, staying strong for my son and I, honor those who diagnose us, keeping my baby when everyone told me not to, having medical insurance to edit my son and I, expressing myself when I can and want to, having doctors that make sure my son and I were as healthy as can be, having my teacher and counselor understand my situation when no one else could, not being judged for the choice I made, being myself, the person who I dream of becoming, loving myself the way I should be loved, taking care of myself in order to be my son's rock, putting myself and my son first, then my education, losing my youth to have him, significant my future plan for myself, for him, setting everything aside for me to handle it so my son can live happily and healthy.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Really beautiful. So many heartfelt things that are being expressed today, and I just want to thank you guys for going there and for sharing from the bottom of your heart.
Yes, thank you. Our final teen poet is actually is going to be a little different. So recording from Ottolana. Otto was born and raised in La Jolla, California. He enjoys hiking, ocean swimming, writing poetry, calculating complex math equations, and eating hamburgers and french fries from In-N-Out Burger. Otto enjoys public speaking and hopes to publish a book one day on his experiences and view of the world as an observationalist. Otto is a Kids Write graphic novella winner. The name of his piece is Freedom is Not a Game.
When he was my age. See the resemblance? I communicate in several ways, either through some... Hello viewers, welcome to Where the Magic Happens. I'm Ottolana, the winner of the graphic novella category for my acrostic Scrabble. Got a little bit though. Start over. Hello viewers, welcome to Where the Magic Happens. I'm Ottolana, the winner of the graphic novella category for my acrostic Scrabble poem, Freedom is Not a Game. This is my voiceover actor and brother, Addison. We are decade-delayed twins. Just look at this photo when he was my age. See the resemblance? I communicate in several ways, either through someone reading the words I have written in silence, or listening to Addison read my words to others, like right now, or my iPad and the voice through a computer-generated Australian man. My Australian man voice will read the description of my poem, and Addison will read the actual acrostic poem. Thanks to Jen, Lindsay, and all of the Kids Right judges. It's an honor to be a part of this program. Freedom is Not a Game by Ottolana. Freedom. Fragility, responsibility, education, equality, democracy, opportunity, marginalized.
45 years ago, President Gerald Ford signed the law which allows me the freedom to receive an education as a disabled person. The fragility of this freedom is evident in that I have to prove my presence in his classroom is appropriate, year after year. I have to prove my placement and my academically rigorous curriculum is appropriate, year after year. I am threatened with a change in placement despite demonstrating academic success, year after year. With the emotional and financial toll this battle consumes year after year, we can definitely say freedom isn't free. With freedom comes responsibility. We must make sure that freedom guarantees access to everyone. Democracy allows our freedom to vote and to exercise our opinions which shape our legislature and the laws that govern us. As we discover marginalized populations who are denied equal access and opportunities, we can right these wrongs with our collective voices to our elected officials. This acrostic poem on a Scrabble board is to evoke a sense of irony because freedom is not a game. It is serious business. Thank you.
Turn the night, don't wreck my reputation.
You're all so inspirational. Not to take anything away from the rest of the day, but this was by far my most favorite section of the day. I want to do a whole day of you guys reading your stuff. So please come back, bring us more. Don't stop dreaming and don't stop being as passionate as you are. Put it on paper, and hopefully we can continue to be there to give you that platform.
It was just wow.
Yeah.
I'm a little speechless.
Yeah, I am as well.
Thank you so much. I want to thank each and every one of you for making the effort to come and do this with us, because I know it's not easy, and we really, really appreciate you and value you.
And we need you. We need your voice.
We need your voices. Boy, do we need your voices.
Actually, if I can real quick too, just Anastasia Marnie. So I do spoken word poetry. That is what my soul is. And to know that all of you have already started to hone in on your voice. It took me 30 years to grace the stage and finally step into my power. And you doing it at the age that you are, I hope you never lose sight of that power. And I hope you continue to grow in this direction, because we need you. And you are the future of what this art and this craft is. And we are so grateful that you are sharing it with us now. We have so much to learn from you. And we're just so grateful for that chance. So thank you all for sharing today, truly.
One more round of...
Yeah, the silent applause.
Silent applause.
Thank you guys. I'm going to start exiting you. We so appreciate you.
Whew.
Yeah, wow. And that was beautiful, Haley, what you said too. And oh, look at, we got to see CJ. Baby. Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, so cute. So cute.
So as we close out, we want to thank all of you who spent the day with us, or if you came in and out. Thank you for being part of the San Diego Writers Festival family. If you would like to volunteer for us, we would love to have you. As you can see, it's quite an experience. So please just drop us a line and let us know. Anastasia, what do you want to say to close out the day?
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm feeling truly like out of words after those poems and the spoken word. It gives me so much hope.
Yeah.
Because I think particularly in times like this when we're facing challenges on so many levels as a country and globally, and to hear these voices, these diverse voices, not just coming from all around the world, and embracing each other and being willing to stand up and speak their truth in a forum like this at such a young age is just, I think it's phenomenal. So
yeah. It's going to take me a couple hours to digest all the different poems.
And we really ran the gamut today. We had some cool panels and the workshop and spoken poetry at the beginning and spoken poetry at the end, and so we had the film, and it's been a great day. And
yeah, really diverse. You're right, and I love the interactive session in the middle too. For the people that were struggling, I hope it gave you a sense of a desire to connect to your passion. And I felt I got a little text here and there from people saying that they were going to go write, and that made me happier than anything else. So
absolutely,
I hope that's what this day has given you, is a little bit of joy, a little bit of relief, a little bit of family love, and a little bit of your voice matters, and we want to hear it. So go think and dream and write it all down, as Rabbi Steve Leder would say.
And don't forget to join us on July 25th for a full day of programs for kids and authors writing Kidlit, and then again on August the 8th. So visit SanDiegoWritersFestival.com for more information, and we look forward to seeing you at the next summer festival.